A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to start us off. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The guys up front lined up, and it's first down. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Runs through the defender. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, South Carolina. Setting the tone early on offense.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. South Carolina, 7, Penn State, 0. This run will be fair caught. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Okay, ready? New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll feed the back again. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Might have to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller and allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
South Carolina.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Dump off, caught by the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down after that completion. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7.
That makes the score. South Carolina.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 14, App State 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and almost paid off for an interception.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And now the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound and get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
Okay, ready?
It's pressure coverage now from these DBs. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
At the 11, and your App State Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10.
The Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the running back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16, Aaron.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt to give the opponents excellent field position. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially
intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's blocked. The kick was low. And the defense scoops it up. It's a live ball, remember. State offense goes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
2nd down coming up.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He pulls in the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Makes it second and short. Defense not pressing this time. They look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He bought some time, now lets it go. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry-up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. First and 10 play coming up. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Sota. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
He's brought down near the 16-yard line. It's third down.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And remember, they blocked one of his earlier attempts. And he knocks that one right through. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. We get the second half started with a running play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you'll start to wonder, should I go for this?
No, kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at midfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll give it to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Gamecocks looking to cash in this red zone trip. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Gamecocks line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal. It's QB sneak. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
South Carolina, 31. App State, 14.
Returner decides to fair catch this. But the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Bringing pressure. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The DB is backing off from the line now. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Loses a solid gain there. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
31. App State 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough for a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. The App State offense goes back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Second down, we're going to throw it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Single back, takes the handoff. And the Gamecocks pick up enough to get a first down there. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
And it's a kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.